Hello everyone, this is Tormuse, and today I'm picking up where I left off in my Disco Elysium game. Yeah, we last left off, let's see, I think I finished with all that church nightclub stuff, tried to drag out the previous night as long as I could, crash and burn trying to hit on Lillian, which is probably for the best, and also shaved. But I think it's time to turn in for the night. With a principle, I'm going to put the flashlight away. Let's not go to bed with the flashlight.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
Hey, quick complaining. Your last room had a big hole in the window, so couldn't have been that warm. This is probably a step up. Anyway, yeah, go to sleep. We're gonna have another nightmare sequence here.
Across the room, the heating system hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and sheets warm. It only takes you moments for the world to fall away.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street. Recorded in you forever on Faraday.
So you say, but we've lost our memory, so I don't know. Spinning in eternity, spinning on empty, spinning. Tell me, am I dreaming? Let's go with spinning. Tell me, am I dreaming?
No, you're spinning tapes at the discotheque. The great unceasing disco of the mind. The flash, the bang, the endless learning experience.
Okay. Let's just say spinning in eternity, I guess. I mean, I feel like I have to be wary of things that might give me a morale hit, although it's a dream sequence, so, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna say spinning on empty, actually.
On and on it goes, for untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance.
Uh-oh.
Rising, above the dark curvature, the great wingspan of sleep, studded with stars.
At the disco where you first asked her to dance? Is this like his first meeting with his, lady love that we don't remember anymore? That hurt him and stuff? Is that why discos carries this special significance to him?
Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time, the last time, the smoke in her mouth, the plotted flowers, the faces turning, changing.
What is it?
It's the world, Harry boy, and you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now.
Okay.
You can never forget this shit.
Okay. The colors, the voices, the rain, sorry, is it the colors of the voices, or the rain, the snow, I don't want to, it's beautiful, or the endless visions, erase them? I mean, like Harry's whole thing, like he's haunted by memories of his past, and he's got this constant push-pull between trying to remember and trying to forget. But I don't know. I think maybe there's some benefit in just the fact that he can just forget his painful past and just make something new of himself, you know? Be a new Harry. So you're made of it every day, other than make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you cannot be unmade now. Let's say the colors of the voices, I guess.
All stuck on loop, whirling, spitting out words and images.
You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers. Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
That's right, I am an agent of the world, but what if I want to be the agent of nothing? How much do my choices affect the game here? I don't know. Agent of nothing still doesn't sound good. I'm gonna go with I am an agent of the world.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will. And for what, brother man?
Diablo Graves, well, welcome to the stream. How's it going? And good morning to you too. We seem to be having a dream sequence here.
For the working class.
Okay. Redrick chimed in the middle of our dream sequence here. For what? For the working class, Redrick says.
For the greater good.
The greater good from empathy.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
Smoke back in her mouth. It's seems to be referring to a moment ago. It made a comment about there's an image of smoke in her mouth. I have a feeling like that's talking about like a post-coital cigarette kind of thing, or post-coital smoke of some kind. Anyway, it's just one of those memories that's going around in his head. And man, what a week! I still have to watch the previous one, so from the title, I have a pretty good idea of what happens. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Finished up with the church nightclub stuff, I think, and although there was still one role that I wasn't able to make because I didn't understand the Pale, whatever that means. I read the book that I got from the bookstore about the Pale, and it didn't help much. It was just it just seemed to be like a meaningless I call it alternative medicine book. Just about metaphysical stuff. Yeah, questionable stuff. Anyway, where was I? I'm building communism for all this time we won't fail. Pursue thought. Oh, okay. Or we're making progress, measured, steady progress. Pursue thought, or forget politics and never sleep if I keep on like this. Okay, so I'm guessing this one just ends the dream sequence and just goes to sleep. But communism for all this time we won't fail, or we're making progress, measured, steady progress. Pursue thought. are these two different options here? I mean, I've made all kinds of comments about my own, socio-political opinions, and I don't have definite answers for everything. But what's the, what's necessarily the best system of living, of society, societal, whatever. I sort of feel like there has to be, it's like that saying, everything in moderation. Some kind of hybrid system somewhere in between, like capitalism and communism. But in any case, I sort of feel like this one here, measured steady progress. Everything like stepping along incrementally. Getting slowly better is probably the way to go. Anyway, let's go with that.
There he goes again. He's a real political animal, our Harry. He still doesn't see that it's the world changing around him.
Oh wow. Okay, that's the voice line is different from the text. That gives it different gives a different meaning to it. The limbic, the voice line said it's changing around him, but this line here says the world that's changing him. The world that's changing him. Him emphasized. Well,
He's got no idea what he's in for.
Why or feel the pillow under your cheek? Again, this sort of feels like it's probably means just go to sleep. Do I get not as good rest if I keep going through this and pursue it? Oh well, let's try it. Why?
'Cause only love can break your heart.
Is that a song? Anyway, feel the pillow under your cheek.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
Oh, that's because time froze at 2 a.m. Oh well.
Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all together. Solve the world. One conversation at a time.
Okay. Open your eyes. Does the amount of sleep I get affect anything? Like, should I have clicked the go to sleep option sooner? Who knows? Field morale, hey! Okay, so I was wondering if that was going to occur. What do we got here?
Good. You're up. Listen, there's something that's been bothering you for a few days now.
What is it now?
It's a suspicion, or a feeling really, that things are not quite in hand around here.
Tell me more.
An earth-shattering deduction from your psyche. What will those guys come up with next?
Those guys?
Every day, things seem to spin more and more wildly, out of control. The center isn't holding. And despite your efforts to moderate and contain these energies, things only seem to be getting worse.
Sorry, are we talking about these 24 voices in my head here, or are we talking about the things out in the world? It's okay. Oh, I thought things were going pretty well. Let's get right to it. What needs to be done? Not my problem. Discard thought. Let's go with wait. I thought things were going pretty well.
Oh, sure. You've been making progress on your case, interviewing people, solving side tasks.
Solving lots and lots of side tasks.
But who's focusing on the big questions?
I assumed the most qualified and highly credentialed people were taking care of that stuff, or this really doesn't sound like my job, or what am I supposed to do? Yeah, what big questions would you be referring to here? Most qualified, highly credentialed people taking care of that stuff? Probably not. They're probably just out there making things worse, frankly. It doesn't sound like my job. Let's go with what am I supposed to do?
You've got to find out who bears la responsabilité.
What exactly is la responsabilité? Or I thought I was assigning a responsibility for the murder. Or alright, give it to me, I'll accept responsibility. This is going to be another capo type thing. Responsible cop. Yeah. What exactly is la responsabilité?
The most awesome, terrible thing.
Great.
It is human nature to crave la responsabilité and to deny it. That's why it must be distributed across many different organizations, agencies, offices, and portfolios.
Okay. Well, this doesn't line up with what this, but I'm going to go with it anyway. I thought I was assigning responsibility for the murder.
Harry, you're thinking about this too narrowly. La responsabilité isn't concerned with trivial questions like who killed who. It's about the real issues, the human welfare index, the price of staple goods, the transition to real democracy.
It's my only option here. Okay, all right, give it to me. I'll accept responsibility.
Whoa. This isn't some kind of dictatorship. You can't simply seize la responsabilité for yourself. It must be given by a legitimate authority.
Okay.
Like a committee.
All right. Do we really have time for all this? And who should sit in this committee? Sounds like too much responsibility for me. I don't want it. Okay, who should sit in this committee?
Only the most even-keeled minds in Martinez.
Who would that be? But considering all the people that we've met in Martinez, I don't know who would be suitable, really.
Your half-brother, the lieutenant, is a natural place to start.
He is indeed. I don't know if he can. I mean, sure, if he counts as somebody in Martinez, then sure. I thought he was from a precinct outside of Martinez. But yeah, if we're counting Kim, then yeah, for sure. He's definitely the most even-keeled mind in probably the whole game.
Together, you'll be able to discover who has la responsabilité in Revachol. And, if necessary, you'll have the wisdom and expertise to assign it among yourselves.
And what happens when once we've assigned responsibility, or I'm prepared to take on this awesome burden, accept task, or you know what, this sounds like a drag, refuse task. Let's go. What happens when we've assigned responsibility?
Most likely, your findings will be collected in a report, which will be carefully reviewed by your superiors.
Or ignored, but we'll see.
Once they've reviewed it, those same superiors will produce a set of recommendations to be taken up at the next meeting of the Standing Committee. Rest assured, no matter what happens, it will be done through the proper channels.
I mean, theoretically, hopefully, we'll see, I guess. Prepared to take on this awesome burden, accept task. Sure, let's go for it.
Good luck. Your report is eagerly anticipated.
Okay, so new goal, take on la responsabilité. Okay, things down here are a mess. Someone really ought to do something about it. First, though, you and some other moralists should probably form a committee to decide whose job it is. Form a committee of moralists to assign responsibility. Kim might know where to start. So we're gonna have some extra dialogue options with Kim? Okay. Alright, so objectives for today. Make Fenix jam harder core. Right, need to find a tape with Melody, so we need to talk to Sealang about that, probably. Ask for room in the village. Yeah, we need to talk to the washerwoman about that. Find the insulin in Phasmid? Like, really? Like, well, fine, whatever. Yeah, talk to Lena, since we did restock the trap. This, yeah, the pigs thing, we're gonna have to wait until the next evening. If the game, assuming the game doesn't break and I'm unable to find them again. Do you remember where the shot came from? Like, I freaking tried. I couldn't find it, and Diablo, you indicated that was also a bug, that I wasn't able to find that for some reason. Like, I should have been able to find it on the boardwalk. Maybe I'll take a look for that again. And this one here, well, I need to find some more heavy fuel oil. I looked around. I didn't see any source. Like I searched the whole island. I didn't find any sources for that. I mean, I would think that my vehicle that fell into the ditch would be a good source for that. I didn't seem to have the option to get fuel out of it, but eh. Anyway, so priorities. I think talking to the washerwoman takes precedence, takes priority. Might as well drop by the Whirling of Rags. Just, I don't know, take a peek at what's going on with the union guys. Talk to Lena while I'm there. Yeah, I suppose I can swing by Sealang's place and check out his stuff again, and see if there's a tape there. Yeah, okay. So I got my work cut out for me here. I did want to. I'm just out of curiosity because I did shave yesterday, so that's my new appearance, and I was curious to compare that to. Yeah, there's the image of Harry on the
police badge on which you see the photo
badge
of a man. You, some seaweed is stuck to the back.
Okay, I guess that's yeah, that's what he looked like at one time. Still got the expression stuck on my face. Wasn't able to resolve that. Oh well. What's necessary to
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your
encyclopedia.
reflection in it. The expression fixed to your clean-shaven face. You're still
So it's like
to it.
yeah. Encyclopedia to if I want to find the source of the expression, or electrochemistry to try to stop the expression from happening. Yeah, I don't know. I could try leveling this up and trying it again at some point, but probably not a priority at the moment. Still working on rigorous self-critique, an hour and 20 to go on that. Alright, let's go. And there's Kim. Good morning. I clicked on him. Is it waiting for something? Good morning, yes. I clicked on him. I don't know what it's doing. Do we have to be out? Here we go.
Yes?
So, point your face. I shaved. Yeah, let's start with that.
Yes. I don't know what to say. Perhaps.
The lieutenant stares at your shaved face, his eyes narrowed. He mumbles, he coughs. What is it? You can tell me, Kim. Or, I know. Stunning, right? Or, I knew I shouldn't shave. I knew it. I still did. What an idiot. That's going to give me a morale hit, probably. Let's go with, what is it? You can tell me, Kim.
I'm not really sure about this turn of events. I think the mutton chops might have been a better idea.
Oh, yeah?
They sort of seem to cover up some of the...
Some of the... Uh-oh. He stops. What? Covers up what?
Either way, good on you. You were saying?
The lieutenant gathers himself. Okay. Wonder what he was trying to say. Oh, well. Kim, we need to talk about responsibility.
I'm glad to hear it, Detective. I was wondering when we'd get to this very subject.
Good, we're on the same page then, or what do you mean? Yeah. I'm wondering when we get to this very subject. I have a feeling we're not on the same page. Kim's probably gonna it's probably more likely thinking along the lines of, like, why do you keep running off and doing this Jamrock shuffle instead of, like, focusing on the case? Anyway, what do you mean?
If you ask me, it's high time for you to put the bottle away. Sober up, get back to basics.
That would be my advice.
Oh, I'm not giving up drinking. It's what got me where I am today. Or, at least let me have my cigarettes, Kim. I only smoke them for the bonuses. For the bonuses. Come on. It's just meta thing. Breaking the fourth wall. Yeah, I'll be honest. I usually tell people to save before attempting to shave, not for story reasons. Just it looks scrunches up face a little. Yeah, it sure is different. It's yeah. Has a different look to it for sure. Definitely prefer the mutton chops. Yeah, it's all good. Eh, it'll grow back theoretically. Anyway, no, I meant like la responsabilité, you know, the kind that gets assigned. Exactly, yeah. I mean, it's... honestly, I'm kind of indifferent about... like appearance-wise, I'm kind of indifferent either way. I mean, in real life, I prefer to look clean-shaven. I figured I'd try it out just for a change, just for the content, see what happens. Mostly, really. And also to see if it, like, would let me re-roll the attempt to seduce Lillian, which it did give me. It gave me another re-roll on that. I still failed the roll. Oh well. Yeah. I mean, I'm probably gonna try to avoid, you know, having the booze and cigarettes. But let's go with no. I meant like la responsabilité. You know, the kind that gets assigned.
Why are you pronouncing it like that gentleman from the Institute of Price Stabilité?
Because it's French.
You know what? Forget it. What specifically are you trying to assign responsibility for?
Point to the ground for the murder, or point yourself for my disaster of a life, or spread your arms wide for this whole situation. I mean, that's what the dream sequence was going on about. Like, the dream sequence was kind of directing me to pick this option for this whole situation, but interestingly, it gives me the option to go along with what Kim just said for my disaster of a life. I mean, like, it's interesting that the game gives me that choice. Okay, I'm just like, do we go along with what the dream sequence was telling us to do, or do we go along with what Kim suggested that we do? And you know, our primary mission is don't disappoint Kim, so obviously I should go with the for my disaster for life option. Yeah, oh yeah. Normally I don't, just in Harry's particular case. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I get that. I mean, it's a very different look, and yeah, the mutton chops look is very distinctive, hairy look. You know, Harry Dubois look, Harrier Dubois. I get the feeling this was not where Kim was expecting this conversation to go. Oh yeah, oh absolutely. I mean, as evidenced by his comment about put the bottle away, etc., etc. In any case, let's go with the for my disaster of a life.
But isn't that your job?
No, it's way more nuanced than that. There's like this whole historical or socioeconomic dimension to it.
Now I understand.
Lieutenant nods his head gravely. Great. Now that's making now I'm making it sound like like, oh, it's someone else's fault I'm drinking, which isn't ideal. Whoops. Oh well.
Next, I suppose you're going to tell me you need to form a committee to assign this responsabilité.
Yes, exactly. How did you know?
Simple. Because moral intern types love to form committees.
I mean, yeah.
In any event, I am just a humble law official. I may work under the moral intern's umbrella, but I'm certainly not qualified to serve on any committee.
Really? But you're like the most level-headed character in this game.
You know who might be, though? That Mr. Villedroit, the gentleman you met in the young man's apartment.
Charles Villedroit? But he went back to the city. So he said that he wouldn't be back. So I don't know how we'd find him. I don't know. Well, I mean, he certainly seems like the type who'd be interested in forming committees, but I don't know if he has. Hard to say if he has the best interests of Martinez at heart, but whatever.
If I were trying to get in touch with the coalition, I would start by seeking him out. But first, you might need to speak with his young companion.
Yeah, the smoking guy from the balcony. I mean, makes sense.
Now, was there anything else?
Nope, nothing. So my mission objectives got updated here. Yeah, okay. Smoke in the balcony for smoker or Sunday friend. Cool. All right, let's talk to you. What clothes am I wearing here? So we've got the logic shirt on. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. All right.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Yeah, I'm trying. What's her name again? The younger one was Lillian. I've already forgotten what this lady's name is. Oh well. Why was there a bullet under the floorboards of your shack?
Damn that girl.
She murmurs softly.
And without anger, a long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
But it?
The lieutenant turns to you and gives you a little nod, then turns to the washerwoman.
You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Yeah.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
She shakes her head. You rented the room to her.
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl.
Aha. She speaks slowly, wringing out a rag. After a long silence, her hands move into the water bucket. Some water sloshes over the edge.
As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
When was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into, that girl?
Her wrinkled hand kneads a blue rag in the water. What she got herself into? Well, I mean, she participated in the murder, possibly. Well, I mean, she was at least present for the hanging. Anyway.
That's for the police to find out. Right then, please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
The lieutenant takes out his familiar blue notebook. Okay, so she said she left on Monday. Is the room exactly as she left it? What is she like, Ruby? Why do you think she left the bullet there? Did she have any technical equipment with her, like radio stuff? Or where did she go? Okay, start with yeah, start with, you said she left on Monday.
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
Okay, so 8 in the morning. Okay, well, where did you go? It sort of feels like the first question I would ask, but it says move on, so I'm going to avoid that one. Let's say, what is she like?
She's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
She rubs her cold hands together.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself.
What do you mean?
She tried not to let it show. but I could tell she hadn't come to fish.
Hmm.
Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Hmm. Is the room exactly as she left it?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Was there anything else there?
No,
Hmm.
The truth, sire.
Alright. And why do you think she left the bullet there?
how would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
She looks back toward her shack, thinking. I mean, you know, she might have just dropped the bullet there accidentally. Who knows? Why? I mean, why would she have bullets though? That implies that she does have a gun. Anyway, did she have any technical equipment with her, like radio stuff?
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape milieux she'd made.
She brushes her forehead with the back of her hand. Water drips to the ground.
Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack.
Hmm.
You should be thankful for that.
Yeah, fair enough.
She may simply have kept the equipment elsewhere.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, where'd she go?
I don't know. Further up the coast, she tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
Heading up north, you say? That suggests she's still on the island? I mean, she would have to be, otherwise we can't move the plot forward.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
Exactly.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
Her tone is without malice. Yeah, I said island. Yes, I know it's a peninsula, whatever. But I mean, there is one room. There is one place we haven't looked in, and it was that one door with the red check, which had a low chance of success. And I was like, if it's a red check, maybe I shouldn't roll it until I can find something that gives it a higher chance. Anyway.
I wouldn't worry about that, man. We are persistent.
This is a cool moment. It needs a cool thing to be said.
It needs a cool thing to be said? Okay. Hey, I needed a 12 for that one. Say the cool thing. Let's rock with our cock? Excuse me? It's like, ça va faire. Is this the best you could come up with? I'm sorry. I'm just imagining saying that and Watchman and Kim looking at us going, excuse me? Like, what? Anyway, further up the coast we go then, but that place is huge. There's a needle in the haystack, or wipe your brow. Man, I was really hoping she'd be hiding in this village, or are you sure she didn't go somewhere more pleasant and less wet? Yeah, that's the other thing. She could be on one of those islets. Sorry, islets. We might need Lillian's boat to get there, and she said that it wouldn't be ready until the next day. So this is might be another one of those things where the game is, you know, artificially delaying me and saying, you know, from moving the plot forward. Like, we have to talk to Ruby. Oh, she's on the islet, and you need to wait for the boat to be ready. Okay, let's just faff about for a while until then. Anyway, needle in a haystack. I'm gonna pass on the rock with her cock line. Although, you know, it seems that having a high savoir-faire score was the only chance for me to say that. So, I mean, this might be my only chance, but no, I'm gonna go say further up the coast we go then.
Are you sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
She drops the rag into the bucket. It's clean now. I mean, once they've finished all other tasks, maybe consider it, but like...
The felled electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
Oh yeah? Are we going to actually be able to get into the building this time? Because last time we dropped by there, we weren't able to get in the building. Okay, so I have a feeling. Okay, I had a few more questions, but I think it's orange, but I have a feeling it's not going to.
What more do you want to know about that poor girl?
Yeah, no new options. Okay, enough about Ruby. I had other questions.
Yes, let's hear those other questions.
She looks around on the spring snow as spring snow starts falling lightly on the fishing village. Goodbye, I'm off.
One thing, officer.
Oh.
If you do find her, please go easy on her.
She looks around. The air is getting colder.
She really means it. It's an honest plea.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
Alright. So yeah, I got another level up. Got another point available to me here. So it's saying ask about Ruby in the village. Explore the coast for signs. Okay. Cool. Alright. Oh yeah, it just occurred to me. I sort of by force of habit I put the crowbar in hand, but this is probably the better tool. The and multi-tool. Oh, that looks cumbersome. Yeah, let's just walk around carrying that. Why not? Does Lillian have anything new to say?
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
Why does she care about the waves so much?
What is it with you and those waves? Or never mind the waves. Let's stay on track. You know, what? Is it the Cloud Strife Buster sort of tools? Haha. Yeah, pretty much. What is it with you and waves? And those waves?
What is it with waves and fishermen? We need to be out there with them, fishing, making a living. So I asked them to accommodate me.
She tilts her head and looks at the sea.
But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can. So, what will it be, officer?
He's going to date with another drunk badly. -1. Kim's presence makes it awkward. I have a sneaking suspicion that if I drank some more booze, this might unlock again, but I think I'd rather see if we can avoid that. Anyway, no new options looks like. So I'm just going to say be seeing you. Yeah, and her boat's not ready. She said it would be ready in 2 days yesterday, so yeah, I have to wait another day. Oh well. Okay, first thing I want to do, I think, just want to take a peek at the car again, see, I just want to make sure, yeah, so, yeah, it's not highlightable, I can't get fuel out of it, Sag. I suppose there's anything new going on with the traps. I mean, click it out, since I happen to be here.
All the traps are stopped now, and still no sight of the Phasmid. Return to Morel and let him know.
Fine. What's his thought? Ahead, decades-old concrete defenses. Children play on them now. When new thoughts come up like that, it's probably because I leveled something up. What did I level up recently? Rhetoric, drama, visual. Oh, it's probably conceptualization. I think that was the one that I leveled up yesterday. Speaking of which, should probably check what's re-rollable here. Yeah, tell me. Okay. All right. Let's have a word with. Okay, let's take a look at ceiling stuff.
shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guarantee.
Take those ugly glasses. Increase electrochemistry but reduce logic, or amphibian force visor. Increase perception. Interesting. Oh, that looks fantastic. the googly eyes. Enhanced perception. Amazing. I think I'll pass. It's only a 28% chance with the even with the increased conceptualization. I can do better than that. Where's my conceptualization shirt?
The shine on these sunglasses
42%.
lasts a lifetime,
Let's
officer.
go.
100.
No luck.
4.
All you find is this lime-colored cellophane visor, produced by a bargain sportswear brand called Amphibian, apparently. There's a malformed green frog on its bent cap.
The RNG has its favorites, I tell ya. It wants 4. It's just all the time 4. I feel like it feels like you know that. I don't know. I'm dating myself with this. That Star Trek: The Next Generation episode, Cause and Effect, where all the 3s are coming up. Only it's 4. Oh well.
Oh, that visor is perfect for you, officer. It'll definitely keep the sun out of your eyes while you're shooting criminals. Bang, bang! And all for a mere 6 real.
Thanks, Ceiling. Something we should prefer. I'm gonna put the visor back.
You don't like it? Sure, Square Joe. No problem. Let's get you some real shades.
Sure, Square Jaw. Is that referring to my clean-shaven look here? The googly eyes see all. Yeah. What else we got here?
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
50 real. Yeah, I can't afford them. I mean, if I pawned some stuff, I could get them. Increased reaction speed and hand-eye coordination, but reduced Cyclopedia. You just buy this sad conquer speaker. Okay, so nothing of interest there. Are there some?
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that economy.
Save the economy? That sounds off.
Does it? Increase composure, reduce shivers. Okay. Save the economy. What are you talking about?
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash. Keep it in circulation. Don't buy new things. Buy eco.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds reasonable. I mean, anyway, this doesn't make any sense why executives of the economy need saving. Because look around you, dude. Anyway, or thanks for the advice. I'll try to be more economically conscious. Yeah, let's go. Thanks for the advice. I'll try to be more economically conscious.
Very cool. The economy thanks you, officer.
So yeah, so this is just yeah, these are just clothes. It said that it might be I'd be able to get a tape from here. Maybe I need to talk to him directly for that. And Lucas is here. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Here, I'm gonna put my Logic shirt back on.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Persuade him to give you some money. It just feels wrong. I mean, I've got enough money for the time being. Anyway, hey, quick question: do you sell any tapes?
Tapes? You mean like music tapes? No, music is out. Don't listen to music. I sell extremely cool sunglasses. If you want to get your mojo going.
He points at the shoddy box on the left. Alright, so you have no idea whatsoever where I can find tapes?
Tapes? Tapes are everywhere. They're worthless. Kids throw them in the trees. There's one in the bushes, right behind this lorry.
Ah, okay. The notion sounds preposterous to it. One in the bushes right behind this lorry. Alright, I guess that's the tape we're looking for.
No one would ever throw a good pair of high-quality plastic sunglasses in the bushes, mister.
His smile widens. Yeah, he nods at the empty lorry cabin behind his back. Okay. Alright, leave you to it for now. Looks a little bit more like a tree than a bush, but okay. Where is this tape?
The hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane. Bronze-colored ribbons of magnetic tape are caught in its branches, fluttering in the breeze.
Oh. Oh, the tape is... That's no good. I mean, the tape needs to be wound around the spool. It's just dangling in the tree. It's is that going to be usable? It's going to sound... It's probably going to come out sounding all scratched up and awful. Okay, well, interfacing 3. The multi-tool is truly multi. +2 for being a karaoke superstar? That's amazing. Piss off nature, punch the tree? Good Hawthorne, pat the tree. Okay, let's see if we can boost interfacing. I can get that roll higher. I just need to wear some evidence. Here are the gauntlets, and I think, don't I have something else which boosts interfacing? Those are also gloves. Maybe not. Maybe that's the only interfacing item I got. Okay.
The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue
92%. Alright.
A wintry breeze blows by, making the magnetic tape flutter.
So even if I get a 4, I should be able to get this here.
With slow and
9.
deliberate motions, pulling, bending, and unraveling, you manage to extricate the magnetic tape from the branches.
How much time did that take? Investigating a murder. Hold on, I need to get this tape and out of a tree here. Anyway.
It curls up into a mess inside your pocket. If only you could find a way to re-spool it, so that you could hear what's on the tape. Maybe Roy from the pawn shop can help you with this.
Sure.
What's the tape for?
We need to make the music hardcore, Kim. It was not hard enough core. Like that multi-tool, it's really good. Yeah, no kidding. Ted looks at the mess in your hands, Lily, after you've successfully cleaned up the branches. Just the curiosity get him. Like he's just been standing here watching me do this. It's for Egghead. I promised to make his Fennec jab hit a bit harder. Maybe this tape can help, or I'm too embarrassed to say. I'm gonna be honest. Say it's for Egghead.
How? It's broken and unspooled. Do you think your new buddy knows how to fix it?
I think at least one of the ravers would know how to fix a broken tape if they want to set up a nightclub, or I'm not sure, but I'll find out. Maybe Egghead can point me in the right direction. I mean, Logic already told me that Roy can probably do it, but let's go. I'm not sure, but I'll find out.
You could also get it fixed at the pawn shop across the street. We shouldn't waste our time.
He looks at his wristwatch a little impatiently. Yeah. We shouldn't waste our time. I mean, so you say, but anyway, yeah. Shoot, what was I going to say? Yeah, even if I failed the logic roll, Kim suggested talking to Roy anyway.
Good idea. He might have the tools. The tape projector in the pawn shop uses similar tape.
Good, Hawthorne. Pat the tree.
Patting the tree reveals a small sticker which has almost been worn to oblivion. It reads, RCM Emergencies Desk, number 8102. Underneath a slogan, "Mankind, be vigilant."
Mankind be vigilant? Okay.
The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane endures the wintry gusts with ease.
Why is there an RCM sticker on there? Oh well. Cool. Oh yeah. New item in inventory. I can sell it for 0.09 real. The bronze-colored tape was found in the branches of hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane. It gleams whenever a ray of sun hits the surface. Alright. We're going to talk to Roy. Not because it's a priority particularly, but because I'm here, he's here, might as well go talk to him.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Do you have any recordings of the Cul du Mama Daga? Wait, really? That's an option? That's kind of hilarious. You can just see, you can say that if we want to see how much we can make Kim roll his eyes at us. Anyway, hey, do you know how to fix this? Show him the bundle of magnetic tape.
You mean re-spooling? Yeah, I do, but...
Looks at the bronze-colored bundle in your hand. Great, could you do it please? This is important. I need to be able to play this tape for someone. We don't even know what's on the tape. It could be anything. Like, actually anything.
But I'm not some Mr. Fix-It. I'm a pawnbroker. If you want to pawn the tape, sure. Although it looks pretty... worthless.
He slowly finishes his thought.
Just explain why you need this so much. He's bound to understand.
Yeah, you think so? Okay, wait, but you tinker with film tapes all the time. Isn't that the same? Or worthless? It's not worthless, right? This could be the next big thing for the local dance music scene. Or, maybe you can help me some other way then. Yeah, I mean, suggestion seems to want me to pick this one here. Worthless, it's not worthless, right? This could be the next big thing for the local dance music scene.
Huh? What do you mean?
He slowly taps his fingers on the counter. You know that old church down the coast?
Yes. What about it?
I hope some young ravers turn this place into a nightclub, and they play these weird beats there, which they call anitic music.
Is it any good? The music, I mean.
No, that's the thing. You can't believe how unbelievably thin the beat is. There's nothing to it. No bass. Just goes bzoot, bzoot, bzoot. But this tape could make it hardcore. Or, not very. I need to funk it up. Just love how long and rambly this dialogue option is. Bzoot, bzoot, bzoot. Let's go with that.
Man, you're really invested in this.
He looks at the bundle of tape in front of him. It shimmers under the shop's dazzling light show.
Okay, I'll help you out. It's going to take a moment, though, so just sit back and relax.
Okay.
You take some time to look around the store. The play of visuals all around the pawn shop is mesmerizing. Suddenly, Roy turns back to you with a reel of tape in his hand and coughs.
Oh, yeah, it took like 15 minutes there. Look at the clock. Wait, this took more than just a few minutes. That was at least 15 minutes. Or, well, thanks for the help. Proceed and take the repair tape. Yeah, I mean, he's taking time to fix the tape for free. I'm not going to complain about it. Let's just say, well, thanks for the help.
Yeah, my pleasure. I'll do what I can for true passion project.
Nice.
Just try not to use this tape for negative photon emissions. Take responsibility. Okay.
Negative photon emissions. Okay, I guess that's it. According to the cult, I told Kim that I don't believe in any of that cryptid stuff, so I'm not going to pick that option. I have other business to take care of now. I already looked at all this stuff. I mean, I've got some money now, so I don't know if it's worth looking again. I'll take a look, I suppose. Let's just take a peek at this stuff.
What a shirt. All other shirts pale in comparison to the muscular man with antlers and immense Zweihanders.
Management Hemdall, yeah. +1 physical instrument, +1 shivers, -2 authority. Yeah, I don't care about that. Sniff the t-shirt, I'm gonna pass on that option. Even if it gives me
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
even if it gives me experience. The street light. I can't imagine why we would need a street light for anything. Let's ask him about it. Let your gaze run over. Okay, let's let your gaze run over the street light.
The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently.
Oh, interesting. So it was an actual outdoor, like, lamp post, but it's been repurposed into an actual indoor lamp. That's neat.
This would make quite a statement in your living room.
Where did you get this?
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property.
He leans in so the pawnbroker doesn't hear him. Yeah.
You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
Yeah. He pauses, studying the light. How much for the street light?
700 real. A bargain, I dare say.
Darn. Yeah, I don't think I'm making that amount of money. I mean, the largest amount of money we've had this entire game was when we got the 130 from Joyce. Yeah, getting to 700, I don't think it's happening.
A bargain? No, it's not. He's trying to sweet-talk you into buying trash.
Are you out of your mind? There's one just like that on every corner. Even taking into account the risk of obtaining the light, that seems a bit steep. Or 700 sounds about right. I imagine it wasn't easy sawing off that street lamp. I mean... Okay, so saying, are you out of your mind just feels mean. Even taking into account the risk of obtaining the light, that seems a bit steep. I mean... He said that somebody brought it in for him. Like 700 sounds about right. It wasn't easy sawing off that street lamp. I mean, that sounds like we're accusing him of stealing it. I'm sort of lean towards the middle option. It seems a bit steep.
There's also the matter of rewiring.
Yeah.
The most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago.
Interesting. Cool. Okay. Nothing else you need to know about the light. And this is we already bought the...
All the old boomboxes are there, blinking and waiting to whirl. All but one. Yours.
Yeah, I already bought one of those. And we already looked at these are the figurines here. Look at them again, just in
You
case.
see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms.
Yeah.
All are stern and unyielding in their duty.
Yeah. So I failed the roll to find a cool figurine. That's probably not worth trying to reroll that. Okay. Anyway, I was just curious. We got our respooled music here. So take a look at it. Do we know what song it is? Bronze-colored tape found in the branches of a hawthorn tree has been reconstructed into an usable. I would have said a usable reel of magnetic tape. It's pretty fragile and in an odd format which doesn't fit into any portable tape players. Nevertheless, Egghead will be stoked. Well, that's convenient or inconvenient that... Oh hey, Dev's here. Welcome to the stream. No cool figures, alas. Yeah. Yeah. How convenient. It doesn't fit into... It's not going to fit into my boombox, I guess. Oh well. I was kind of curious to know if we could play it. Alas. Anyway. Let's get a move on here. An usable classic error of really good English as second language speaker. Exactly. What the? Why are these folks looking at Kim's car here? What did that say? Is that F the world? Okay.
That's one brutal motor carriage.
Says the young man with... Oh, okay. Piss F slur written on his back? Great, okay.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
His companion wears a simple yet elegant slogan, F the world, okay.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
He's saying this right in front of two police detectives in uniform?
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
Skull value? Is the skull the name of the gang they're from or something?
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
Yeah, Kim steps in.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
He turns to his companion. Who are you? Or we don't have time for this, let's go. Let's go with who are you?
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Okay. Completely non-threatening gang members, yeah. I mean, okay, talking about, you know, skull value and if we were certified skulls right now, it certainly sort of implies that skull is some kind of, I don't know, rank in their gang or something. Or anyway.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls yet.
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs.
Hey, who are the skulls? Or do you know anything about the murder that took place here? Point to the yard. Or do you guys know Cindy the Skull? What's with the jackets? Or we're talking with you. Sorry. Well, talking with you has definitely been something. Should we go straight to business? Do you know anything about the murder that took place here?
Murder?
A man was hanged in the backyard of the Whirling in Rags.
Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
Oh, great.
Also, he was hanged.
Don't F around. I am the law. Or anything else.
He was hanged from a tree.
Great.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
Yeah.
Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything?
What does that mean?
Fucking philosophy, man. You can do aggressive shit with philosophy. Justify shit.
Oh, great. Alright, well, who are the skulls?
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
It's not a question. Don't get into it.
I'm so glad you asked. Or, of course I do. I'm just testing you boys. Or, no, I really don't. Like, I just think, I imagine if I picked the I'm so glad you asked option, is probably going to get into the whole COPPA type thing. Yeah, well, let's see. Yeah. I mean, I'm still Sorry cop, a superstar cop. Yeah, I mean, I've got the superstar cop is still there. The sorry cop is 22 minutes away from completion. Oh shoot, it's giving me -1 authority during this conversation. Oops, that might impact my ability to hold any sway over them. Oh well. I'm just gonna go with no, I really don't.
The Skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertnay.
His voice rings with excitement.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Uh-huh.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
No, say nothing. Non-verbal?
If a skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger and stab you without saying a word.
The hell? Okay.
The lieutenant's voice is as calm as usual, a testament to the violence and death he's witnessed through the sight of his firearm.
Huh.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around their brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
Uh-huh. Do you guys know Cindy the Skull? And that's what she called herself. Yeah, go for it.
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Really? The young man's eyes glaze over, his voice filled with longing.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
Really? Yeah, the guy lights up too. So she's got a name for herself, has she? I mean, identified her as artist. At first I was thinking, is he just playing along and pretending he knows her? But
by the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
He adds, returning from whatever void he was just visiting.
For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youthful idealism. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
I see kids are into Anadic dance music. Yeah, he did make the Van Eyck, the Arno van Eyck reference. Or why aren't there more skulls in Martinez? Your rhetoric is confusing. Are you part of the skulls or not? Or enough about the scullery then? Yeah. So you kids are into Anadic dance music.
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
He exclaims and stops himself processing the rest of your question.
Be wary of the abyss.
His blonde friend adds ominously and points to his temple. Why?
Probably because of how non-verbal their mode of operation is going to be. It's a threat.
The lieutenant answers for the two rebels. A threat? Good, I like those. Or, don't F with me boys, I'm one of the bad cops. Or, I just wanted to talk about music, and now there's conflict all of a sudden. It's too much. Nervously shake your head. I mean, the top two options are kind of like Harry trying to appear badass here. I don't know. I mean, the fact that the Anadic music came up made me think, hey, maybe we can redirect them towards the church and maybe a comparatively more positive influence, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they can dance instead of stealing cars. Church is now a drug lab? Well, I mean, it's a dance drug lab or something. Anyway, I think I'm just going to go with, I just want to talk about music, and now there's conflict all of a sudden. It's too much.
That's right. You should back off and let silence rule supreme.
Eggman says, I'm looking unsure of himself. Like he wasn't ready for me to back off like that, I guess.
This is ridiculous. Boys, do you know why the gang is called Skulls?
The lieutenant gives you an irritated glance. Oh no, I disappointed Kim.
Yeah. The skull symbolizes the embrace of death and nothingness, present in all of us. The vehicle of our future operations. Death and nothingness.
They're called skulls because when you are shot dead in the middle of the street, the skull is the only part the stray dogs want to eat.
Okay.
Just trust me and follow my lead.
Kim, maybe you shouldn't scare them like that. Or, so boys, you want to feed the dogs? Esprit de Corps is telling me to play along with Kim. Okay, so yeah, let's go with so boys, want to feed the dogs?
No reply. The blonde rebel scratches his chin, deliberately not focusing his gaze on anything. He looks very uncomfortable. The other one shuffles uncomfortably, nevertheless continuing to steal glances at the lieutenant's motor carriage.
Why aren't there more skulls in Martinez? Your rhetoric is confusing. Are you part of the skulls or not? Or enough about the scullery then. Why aren't there more skulls in Martinez?
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Lieutenant replies instead. Yeah. Yeah, instead the Union themselves carry out the crimes. Anyway.
Apart from the unions themselves, of course.
Exactly.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we are.
Young men exchange approving nods. Your rhetoric is confusing. Are you part of the skulls or not? I mean, they said very clearly they're not. I'm just gonna skip that option there. Enough about the scullery then. Conclude.
Mm-hmm.
He throws a longing glance at the Kanema. Which are the jackets? Should we ask him about the jackets? It's the last option. I guess I'll go with it.
What about them?
Turn to the blonde youth. Why does your jacket have piss F slur written on it? Or turn to the dark-haired youth. Why do you have the F the world written on your jacket? I don't know if I want to know, quite frankly, but I guess, whatever, I'll ask him.
Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss.
Uh-huh.
The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences.
Really? Okay. I mean, the fact that it's an implied slur for gay people on there does not communicate that. But okay. It's not necessarily something the character made as a person in the statement has character. Sorry. Communal spirit, the future, appreciating our differences.
Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message.
What? Or makes sense? What?
What I mean by this is, we are all pissed, and that the world is inherently meaningless.
Okay then. And how about you? Why do you have F the world written on your jacket?
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching.
I'm wondering if the poetics come with the jacket, or are they derived from something else entirely?
To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though...
So you've got the edgy teenage boys, I see. Yes, so it seems. They're definitely trying hard to be edgy, for sure. Blow up the lake? That's a terrible metaphor. Or I could say blow it up exclamation mark. I I mean, blow it up exclamation mark sort of feels like I'm agreeing with him. I'm gonna go with it. That's a terrible metaphor.
You get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone.
Uh-huh. I mean, talking about, like he started this by saying, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love. Just, I'm such a, this is sounding like incel rhetoric. Like, this sounds like a lot of incel rhetoric, including this whole notion of just, I mean, he's talking about F the world, like, just blow up the whole lake. As much as it's a terrible metaphor and stuff, I mean, the incel community does put out an alarming number of mass shooters, or, you know, insult to these boys to call them incel rhetoricians, yeah. But yeah, I like think of folks like, you know, say Elliot Rodger, whatever. I don't know his first name that comes to mind, or what's his name? Manassian. There's a guy here in Toronto, where I live, who went on a mass killing spree in the name of the incel community. I don't know. They're just there's a really good video, a YouTube video by ContraPoints, YouTuber, where she does a deep dive into the whole mindset and ideology of the incel community, and there's some real depressed people in there who are just in a state of like everything is hopeless, and like the whole enemy is like the whole world is your enemy kind of thing, and it drives some people to just want to go and kill everyone. It's and there's a lot of self-reinforcing rhetoric that goes on inside those communities. It's kind of alarming when you really get into it. Yeah, really good video, I think. But yeah, I don't know. This is reminding me strongly about that. He's kind of sounding like he's a future mass shooter here. Anyway.
Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void.
Uh-huh.
Hate to admit it, but in a weird way, he's got a point.
Is that so, Rhetoric?
Is it a coincidence that here we have two badass jackets and two badass cops?
Hey Kim, ... Lower your voice. Or definitely coincidence. Yeah, no, I'm not agreeing with Mr. Incel. Sorry, I'm just gonna say definitely coincidence.
Your lack of imagination is baffling, but you do make up for it with, yes, questions.
Huh. Interesting. There's a red check. Cannot be retried. Ask for the jackets for yourself and the lieutenant? Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so. That sounds like a horrible idea. Well, talking with you has definitely been something. I had a thought. What was that?
In the morning light, the white on blue police livery on the motor carriage cannot but catch your eye.
What's this? Oh, I still have the interfacing gloves on. I'm getting an interfacing reaction here. What's this? Wait, why am I even thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed to? ... Or no time for this. Gotta run. No, let's pursue this. What is this? Why am I even thinking about this? What was I supposed to
do? Something important? Something murder related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery. Even at a standstill, the unibody Caprice Kanema looks sleek and dynamic. The cabin is tilted frontward to give it a more aggressive, hunched look.
Sure.
Someone has waxed it recently.
Someone has waxed it recently? Okay. That machine really puts the loco back in locomotion. Point to the vehicle. Very cool. Or, I don't like your machine, Lieutenant. Looks impractical. Or, shrug. Motor carriage, one of many. Or, actually, motor carriages don't interest me. Finish thought. Shall we compliment Kim's vehicle? Or should I tell him I don't like it? Or just have an indifferent reaction? I don't know. Is this... Are we turning into Kenzo here, taking an appreciation of cars? Anyway, sure. Let's show appreciation for Kim's vehicle. Why not?
Mm-hmm. You want to take a closer look?
Lieutenant smiles ever so slightly. Huh. What's it packing there? Point to the engine. Or what in there made the infernal whining sound that woke me? Or a fine machine, run your hand over the smooth metal surface. Or, okay. Yeah, let's ask about it. What's it packing there? Point to the engine.
130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
Interfacing coming through for me again here. That's what? Rub your chin. 7-liter V12 or louder to whistle. Mama is serving some serious macaroni. Oh, I thought it would make more. No, let's go that. 7-liter V12. Show off our knowledge here.
7.2. Supercharged.
The tent is trying to suppress a smug smile unsuccessfully. Huh. Kim's very pleased with this vehicle. That's kind of neat. Mr. All Business Kim is pretty proud of his vehicle, I guess.
Saying these words brings him immense joy.
Was it the vehicle that woke him? Yeah. So sweet when Kim has cracks in the armor. I know, right? Fine machine. Run your hand over the smooth metal surface. Sure, let's go with that.
Yes. An extraordinary machine.
There's gentleness in the lieutenant's voice as his eyes run over the vehicle's contours.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down. Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot.
You need to slam it, Kim. Make it more imposing. Or, ever thought about switching to helium headlights? Or, okay, enough about the details. Okay, so electrochemistry wants me to pick the slam it option. Visual calculus wants me to suggest the headlights option. And the headlights option seems like the harder role. I don't know if we can trust electrochemistry. I'm going to go about... Never thought about switching to helium headlights.
Actually, I have a pair at home.
Huh.
Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballast first.
Huh, interesting. So he lays some wiring. So he does his adjustments to his car himself. That's neat. If we ever get this case solved, maybe we can do it together? Oh, that's sweet. Or sounds like it has some good luck. Hey, are we talking about spending time after the case? Spending time together after the case? getting closer to Kim. That's neat. Let's go with that. If you ever get this case on, maybe we can do it together.
Maybe. Yes, definitely, maybe.
He replies with an apologetic smile and nods. Yes, definitely, maybe. He isn't quite sold on it. I mean, but he said yes, definitely, maybe.
And means no.
Ah, darn. He said definitely, maybe, though. Okay. Let's move on. Am I able to do the re-roll of the
Still
thing?
here, stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
I can try the poetry roll again. It just needs better conceptualization. Hold on, let me put on my conceptualization shirt. It's this one here. Yeah, last time I was here, I like totally embarrassed myself trying to.
Still here, stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
58% chance. Not the greatest. Let's give it a shot. Maybe we can do better this time.
No.
Ah,
Just
4.
No.
4.
I can already see it's failed, and I'm stopping it now. Until you have good poetry, you have no poetry.
4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Those dice, they have favorites. I keep getting 4s. 4, 4, 4. All the time 4. What is up with that? Anyway.
This guy has amazing willpower. Honestly, he's the only one of that intellectual bunch I trust.
Oh, really? Wait, Volition talking about conceptualization? Okay. Well, at least we didn't, like, go and embarrass ourselves this time, I guess. Oh, well. And Code's here. Imagine a DDLC modded messing up at poetry like that. Yeah. DDLC modder. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you were here in a previous stream. I did like you have the option of trying to impress him with your poetry, and I failed the roll, and he just went ahead and plunged forward into the most awful poetry that made both Kim and the guy look at me going like, "What the heck are you doing?" You know, it was like super cringe, if I can use that word. Anyway, Disco Elysium happening in season 4. Hey, yeah, it could be it could be the next Notsky Quest Part 2. I'm just imagining it. Maybe Yuri could be Kim's stand-in. You know, she can be, you know, she can be the straight man, the reasonable, sensible one. Whenever Notsky goes off on her crazy schemes, that could actually be a really good dynamic. That could be fun. I workshopped it a bit. Oh yeah, MC actually makes the most sense, I think. Oh, okay, yeah, that does make sense. As the Kim, yeah, I don't know. No, fair point. Anyway, yeah, I did want to stop by Frita so I can. I want to get some more morale juice and healing juice here.
You see several packaged
raincoats. Oh, wait, those are the raincoats. Never mind.
A low shelf.
Okay, not the raincoat.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays.
Okay, so some more Dramine.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
And some more Hypnogama.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
And what else? I think that's just cigarettes up there, right?
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Yeah, just curiosity. Out of curiosity, so that one gives you +1 physique. That one also gives you +1 physique. Wait, these do the same thing, but this one's worth 5 and this one's worth 30? Maybe it lasts longer or something, or has like more charges or whatever. This one's also +1 physique and my somewhere. Yeah. Pilsner beer and as for cigarettes, this one +1 intellect, -1 health. Do you sell any under-the-counter vices? I'm gonna pass on this. I mean, I'd like to see if I can get through the game while keeping my.
Machine stands in the corner.
Your
bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now.
0.1 real. Woohoo! There was one bottle. Oh, I see. Sorry, MC as the Kim and the skills of the 4 girls. Okay, all right. Hold on a second, but then does that mean it's not Natsuki Quest anymore? Is somebody else going to be play Harrier Dubois, or like is like the player going to be Harry Dubois or what? Okay, so we're in the next day. I don't know if it's worth going around talking to everyone again. Consider talking to them later. If one of the girls were the protag, it would have to be Natsuki, obviously. Okay, I might come back to talk to everyone later. I want to, while I'm here by the Whirling Rags, I do want to, at the very least, have a word with Morel and Lena. Oh yeah. And also talk to Smoker as well. But responsabilité.
Hi again, gendarme.
You should talk with your Sunday friend again. It's about committee business.
Oh, a committee. How interesting. And if I may ask, gendarme, what is this committee about?
He takes a measured drag of his cigarette.
He's all bemused skepticism. He doesn't actually care what you want with his friend.
Not really sure. I'm just trying to reach a higher authority, or it's about assigning a responsabilité, or I'm really not at liberty to say. I mean, assigning a responsabilité is what it was about. I can tell I'm not really sure, or I mean, there's no particular reason not to be honest, I don't think. Let's go with this. It's about assigning the responsabilité.
God, of course it is. My friend is always trying to convince me I need a little more responsibility. As though I don't have enough going on already. In any case, I would love to help. But the thing is, I don't know where he is. We don't talk about everything, you see.
He gently taps the end of a cigarette with his forefinger.
He might have mentioned something about making a tour of some historical sites up the coast. In an unofficial capacity, of course.
Okay. Maybe that's extra reason to visit the failed electrical building. Do you know when you'll be back? I guess I'll have to look for one. Do you know when you'll be back?
Not a clue. I'm not his agenda keeper, you see.
Guess I'll have to go to look for him along the coast.
I guess you will.
He tips his head ever so slightly towards you. All right. And new thought cabinet thing. Here we go.
Self-critique.
Sorry, cop.
Here it is. Hard facts from the man you are. You once jerked off in the locker room and were caught. You held a young woman by the arm and kept her in your apartment for 20 minutes against her will. That's right. These are not flights of fancy. These are real deeds, Harry, emerging from the darkness of your past. You tried shooting a fleeing suspect in the foot, but hit him in the pelvis, crippling him for life. And, above all, you let life defeat you. All the gifts your parents gave you, all the love and patience of your friends, you drowned in a neurotoxin. You let misery win, and it will keep on winning till you die, or overcome it.
So, yeah, okay, so these are memories coming back to him, I guess, the stuff that he did in his past life. All his regrets. Yikes. That one about missing the shot and crippling a guy. that's the kind of thing that's going to haunt you. Anyway, what bonuses do I get from this? So, intelligence, psyche, red check failures heal +1 morale. Oh, interesting. Okay. And physical and motorics, red checks failures heal +1 health. Okay. And learning cap for pain threshold raised to 6. Okay. Okay. I mean, these bonuses are kind of whatever. Like, there have been very few, if any, pain threshold rolls. Being able to raise that is like, who cares? And there are also very few red checks. So, I mean, getting healing from them is better than not getting healing from them, but it's just kind of eh. But whatever. Let's come up with what we're going to research next. Let's spend a skill point to unlock that. And so what are our choices? You can learn about the 15th Indo tribe. I started on that because I was like, I don't know what else to research. There's Masovian socioeconomics. Which one's this again? Oh, this is the communism one. Regular law official. We've got the sorry cop and the superstar cop. We can do the Johnny normal cop one. So that's an option to research. Or there's the art degree. If you want to get better at art. Date of birth generator if I want to figure out how old I am. Hardcore aesthetic. Want to figure out how to be hardcore. Kodomama-daka. That's if we want to find cryptids, I guess. Yeah, none of these are really sounding that appealing so far. Wasteland of Reality. It's been brought to your attention that you're an alcoholic. And it's a sickness and it's killing you. I think I might want to try that one, really. It takes 20 hours. But especially in light of the fact that Kim said, hey, yeah, you might want to try to lay off the booze and stuff. You know, pull yourself together, etc. I think I might give that a shot. Let me just see what these other options are first. Wompty Dumpty Tom Center? Like, where did that even come from? Something hazily exciting is underway. Wonder Twins. What even is this? The Wumpty Dumpty Dummiest event of the year. All the cool kids have RSVP'd. Where are you if you're not there? I don't know what that is about. 20 hours play? Want to kick alcoholism now? Yeah. Bankruptcy sequence. Business. Okay, yeah, this is learning about bankruptcy, and then there's the Insulindian miracle. Ah, yes. Reminded of a poem somewhere deep inside you, a translation of which you don't remember. So this is, what does it mean? How do you know it by heart? Okay, so if we want to learn about the, this probably connects to all that religious stuff and the innocences and so on. But yeah, I think I'd like to go with this Wasteland of Reality, and let's see if we can kick alcoholism. I get -2 physical instrument, but haven't done a whole lot of that anyway. Are there any more of these off the top, or is this the total number of thought cabinet slots I have? If I do decide to replace something else, and probably get rid of Coach Physical Instrument. It's like +2 physical instrument if shorter slot is empty, which basically translates into +1 physical instrument because I already have a shirt which boosts physical instrument by +1. So this is mostly useless, and I get -1 encyclopedia was there, so it's like, which isn't a huge deal because encyclopedia just likes to periodically chime in and give me useless facts. Yeah, to get more than that, you have to get rid of the others. Yeah. But yeah, yeah, probably get rid of this one first. Maybe followed by some kind of superstar. Like it raises the learning caps, sure, but I haven't really been pushing those limits, so it's kind of like eh. And I get less logic as a result of it, so yeah. Like these two here, I don't really care for. So, but yeah, so if it comes to that, I'm probably gonna get rid of those. But in the meantime, yeah, 20 hours. 20 hours to get this one. It's gonna be a while, so better to get on it sooner. And here's Lena. Where's Morel, I wonder?
Hello, dear. It's good to see a familiar face.
The elderly woman smiles up at you, hopefully. By the way, incidentally, yeah, it's 4:30. Presumably, Code Air, I don't know if Code is still there, is going to be streaming the next episode of Club Meetings at that time. I'll probably give him a raid. Just wanted to get a brief stream in beforehand. I'm curious. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'll give you a raid when you start up. Yeah, don't want to miss that. It's always fun, mod. Get to find out more of how that Natsuri kiss came to be and all that. But yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, I wanted to get a quick stream in today because I haven't been streaming this as much as I'd like to. I'm making very slow progress. Anyway, moving on. Restock the empty trap. Where's Morel?
Thank you for doing that, dear.
She manages a smile for you.
Her smile is weary. Earlier, the bullies has left her.
Oh yeah? She didn't answer the question when I asked where's Morel, so...
Morel still isn't feeling well.
Yeah.
I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him.
She looks down at her hands. Okay. Only the hardcore players left, huh? Or it's probably for the best. It's awfully cold out there in those reeds. Or he gives up and I'm running around. Yeah, I'm going to say, yeah, it's probably for the best. It's awfully cold out there in those reeds.
I'm sorry, dear. You've had to drudge through them so many times. Such is field work. A young person's game, as they say.
Her voice is shaky. What is going on here?
Yeah. So, who's going to check the traps? I mean, yeah, she's in a wheelchair, so...
Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going back out, perhaps.
Yeah, Gary was not keen on going out there.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say anything.
He's standing there thinking, you're about to volunteer to check the traps, aren't you? The objective says it updated. Lena is hiding something. Ask her what it is. Something tells me it's up to me again, or we'll take care of it, take it on, or once more into the breach then, take it on with undue optimism. Good luck with that, my bug chasing days are done. Say something tells me it's up to me again.
No, you don't have to do that. Enough of this fool's errand. Morel will do it. Or Gary. You have work to do. I've wasted enough of everyone's time.
She says, insisting now. Maybe I should have taken it with enthusiasm.
Be real. Gary is not going to help with this.
Yeah. Once more into the breach then. Take it on with undue optimism.
That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication, but I can see you're coming down with a cough yourself.
Is that so?
Very strange. Why is she not letting me do this? It's like she's given up.
Lena, what's wrong? You seem different.
Different? How?
The half moons of her glasses reflect you as she looks up at you. Are those half moon glasses? I mean, I think of half moon glasses like the top has to be flat. I don't know. Giving up on the phasmid? You're not telling me the whole story, or never mind? You given up on the phasmid?
I'm in doubt, sweetie. That's all. Everyone is now and then.
You're in doubt about what?
It's a strange feeling. I haven't really told this to anyone, but you are a police officer.
She looks down, biting her lip.
Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? A story? Or a dream?
She's having doubts that she actually sighted the phasmid when she was a kid.
Hunching her shoulders now. She seems even smaller than she is. Like a sad young girl.
Seeing the Insulindian phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about whether it was real or not.
But Morel told me you'd seen it. You also told me.
Morel's so proud of it. He always tells everyone.
A terrible sting in the heart. Regret.
Are you saying you made it up? Or you seem to really believe it happened. Doesn't that count for something? Or so you haven't seen it? I should arrest you for lying. Oh no. It's mean. You seem to really believe it happened. Doesn't that count for something?
No, sweetie. There's more to it than that.
Oh yeah?
Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the phasmid's existence.
She shakes her head.
That I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists. That. And for years, his belief made me believe too. But now, we're both getting old, and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it. But what if I was just wrong? I think I was.
She shakes her head, still unable to meet your eyes. I think I was... ...
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but doesn't write anything.
Suggestion of red check. First, tell her that her marriage hasn't been a lie. 58% chance of success. Okay, so there's to hell with this. I still believe you saw the phasmid. The thing is, you're not sure you made it up either. Or okay, it's a false memory. Doesn't mean all cryptids aren't real. Chase another one. Or you're right about all of it, and I need to get back to my work. 58% chance. I mean, tempted to, back out of this, change clothing, and come back into it again, but it looks... this might not be one of those dialogue options where that's an option. Well, let's give it a shot. Tell her that her marriage hasn't been a lie. I mean, even if he was initially interested in her just because of her connection to the Insulindian phasmid, I mean, that doesn't mean that that's the only thing. I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for their marriage, but I have to imagine that that's not the only thing he likes about her. But who knows? I don't know. Whatever. Tell her that her marriage hasn't been a lie. Let's give it a shot.
But it has.
It failed.
Hasn't it? A seed can only bear what's inside. The seed of love is black and oily.
Yeah, got a morale heal for failing the red check as per my new bonus. But, yeah. Welp. I rolled a 6 when I needed a 7, incidentally. It happens a lot. That's happening a lot, where I keep rolling numbers which are 1 less than I need when I'm not rolling 4s.
It has a taste you're quite familiar with.
Harry's past experiences coloring his impression of the situation. Poor Lena, indeed. Yeah. Lying has gotten you this far. Why stop now? It's my only option? Okay. I mean, I failed the roll, so It's gonna be a maybe bad option here.
You might be right, Detective.
She looks down at her legs.
I was a paraplegic before we met.
Hmm.
He didn't know before I came in on our first date. If I weren't the queen of the cryptozoologists, if I didn't tell him that story.
Yeah, I mean that was the other side of things that I was thinking. I mean, again, yeah, paraplegic, as she says, she's confined to a wheelchair. Like, she's probably dependent on Morel for a lot of things, you know. So like, like, I don't know, like if it comes down to it, if she says, hey, you know, I might have been wrong about the Phasmid after all, and your reasons for being interested in me in the first place all those years ago were all a sham, it makes things difficult for what is she going to do in the future. But the other hand, like, the guilt of maybe lying about the Phasmid is clearly eating at her. That's a pretty uncomfortable state to be in.
She has to swallow to relax her throat. It's keeping her from talking.
Well, you'd still be into you. That's not how these things work. Or, now I understand why you haven't told him your doubts. Or, wow, love is hard. Or say nothing. I mean, now I understand why you haven't told him about your doubts. I mean, that's sort of feels like stating the obvious, but sometimes stating the obvious is good. It's still good to do. He'd still be into you. That's not how these things work. I mean, we don't really know that. We're an outsider to their relationship. We don't. I don't know if we can. It's one of those platitudes that's nice to say, but we don't really know. We don't know Morel. Like, we only talked to him a couple times. I'm gonna go with now I understand why you haven't told him your doubts about her. Oh, but we, Harrier Dubois, clearly a love expert. Yeah, I know, right? He's had so much success in his love life.
I've wasted enough of your time with this drama. I really must stop talking about it lest I start crying and waste more of your time. What you have to know is the Insulindian Phasmid probably does not exist. Let us fools chase our ghosts. There are a million better things to do with your life.
Are there? Some of the other things are pretty bad.
Oof, that's bleak conceptualization. To hell with this, I still believe you saw the Phasmid, or thing is, you're not quite sure you made it up either, or okay, it's a false memory. Doesn't mean all cryptos aren't real. Chase another one, or you're right about all of it, and I need to get back to my work. I mean, from the way she described it, she isn't sure she made it up. But I don't know if we want to commit to the notion that it's a false memory. Like, either one of these could be a valid enough thing to say. I'm not keen on saying that I believe in the Phasmid, quite frankly. Let's go with the thing is you're not sure you made it up either.
I'm not sure of anything. Sometimes I still see it, you know. The real memory. Not the memory of the memory, but it's so hard to tell the two apart.
She looks out the window.
Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary.
Are you sure you don't need help getting to Gary's? Or, yeah, you do that. I'll check the trap some more time. I mean, least we can do, I suppose. Careful out there, Lena. Conclude. Been a pleasure, ma'am. Conclude. The rest of it is pretty grim. Thanks for bringing some light. Conclude. Yeah. I think I'll go with you. Do that. I'll check the traps one more time.
Really?
Kim, we're heading out there anyway. We need to look for Mr. Sunday Friend. Well, need to. I mean that was sort of a side quest. We need to find Ruby. She's theoretically in the same area, so we do need to head out there anyway.
Oh, sweetie. Please don't get stuck on a dream. Take it from me and Morel.
Yeah, fair enough. Sure you don't need help getting to Gary's?
Oh no, thank you, but I can get there on my own. This old thing is gas-powered.
Oh, neat.
And then a taxi home. It's not so bad.
She taps her chair. Okay. Can I have your address just in case there's news? Oh, sure, why not?
Okay, it's 1113 Tabernacle Road. Jamrock, but...
A sigh. She doesn't think you'll need it.
Cool, okay. Be careful out there, Lena. It's been a pleasure, ma'am. The rest of it is pretty grim. Thanks for bringing some light. It's a rather poetic way of saying it. I was initially leaning towards saying be careful out there, but yeah, let's go with the poetic option. The rest of it is pretty grim. Thanks for bringing some light.
You're welcome, sweetie. I'm glad it helped you, even though it turned out to be a...
The rest of the sentence remains unfinished. She flicks a switch in her chair and the engine turns on with a whir.
A waste of time.
Oof.
A lie.
Oof.
A fool's hope. Say her lips move him in silence. Like that, she drives off. The gas engine putters quietly as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. Outside, it's snowing.
Well, I guess that's the last we've seen of her then.
We should go to...
Somewhere out there, a kilometer to the southeast, a gust of wind shakes the felled building, rattling dusty windows, beckoning with strange coldness, to ask the wind once more.
Southeast? The Feld... Isn't the Feld building northwest of us? Oh well. Okay. Guess we're getting a move on. Before I do that, I'm gonna go use the washroom really quick. I'll be right back. And I'm back again. Alright. God, I'm gonna sing karaoke again? Probably sung enough karaoke for the time being. Alright. So, where to next? I mean, I think, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. Yeah, we visit the church again and try to make Egghead's jam more hardcore. Ask about Ruby and the village. Yeah, we do need to look around the north coast and see if we can find signs of her being there. There's also a mention of wanting to visit the Feld's Electric Building again, so that's in the north part of that peninsula as well. And yeah, determine where this shot came from. Yeah, so basically all of my goals at this point are in the north end of that peninsula. So they're all in the same area. So let's get moving. That bridge is still up. Just a curiosity. It says done. Yeah. Okay. Find the insulin invasmid. It's no longer a thing to look for. I'm guessing I can't do anything with this.
The trap is full of locusts, but they seem weak and unhealthy. A few lie on their backs with their legs twitching. Still, no phasmid.
Yeah, I kind of wondered about that. I mean, those locusts are going to die in there.
Poor things.
Poor locusts. Is it worth trying to talk to the kids again? Probably not. I'll try it anyway.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
Kids, have you seen any bad people around? You must be Lillian's twins. Or is Lily your sister? Point to the house. Yeah. Is Lily your sister?
Yes.
Yes or okay?
Yes.
Must be Lillian's twins. Have you seen any bad people around? I mean, the gold did say ask around the fishing village. I guess I'll ask them. Any bad people around?
What bad people?
Yeah, it's such a vague question. How are they gonna know? What are they gonna know? Anyway, one of the twins looks up, his mouth slightly open.
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present is going to crack the case.
Says the lieutenant. I mean, yeah, they probably aren't credible witnesses, but I mean, hey, if they saw a red-haired woman pass through here, whatever. Anyway, he must be Lillian's twins.
This one doesn't say anything, kicking the concrete with his worn-out sneaker.
Lily's our mum.
Explains the other one, tongue still lolling out of his mouth. I already said that, or... Bye, leave. I already said that.
The stone kicker laughs suddenly. His head is too large for his shoulders. The other one laughs as well. Wow, so intellectually stimulating.
Children are stupid. No, let's see. Bye, kids. Take care. Yeah. Is it worth talking to these folks again? I mean, I'm passing by. I might as well while I'm here, I guess. I think this guy he was just selling stuff, right?
The legend.
Yeah.
He's back. And firstly, I got smokes and piss and a little speed to spice things up.
Speed increases. Okay, so yeah, so you've got the booze for increasing physique, the cigarettes for increasing intellect, and the speed increases motorics and psyche. Speed's the most expensive of them all, but yeah. I'm not particularly interested in that. I'm guessing don't kill Abigail is going to say the same thing. The Dracoid speaks in his sleep, dribbles from the left side of his mouth and down his jacket lapel. I could wake him up and tell you, I'm just going to let him sleep.
There's no waking him from his stupor. His mind is elsewhere.
And what about Idiot Doom Spiral?
Tequila Sunset.
He nods in appreciation. Okay, so I want to hear the story of your name again, or have you got any more stories? Have you got any more stories?
I do, but as you can see, my fuel tank is running quite low. If you catch my drift.
He spins the bottle in his hand. Not a single drop of liquid remains. I've got some potent Pilsner, give it. Or I've got this blue medicinal spirit, how about that? Or I don't have any on me right now, lie. Or geez, I already gave you some. I don't want to keep doing that. Don't do it now. Well, not particularly interested in like I said before, I sort of feel like I want to hold off on the drinking, so let's give him the potent Pilsner. Maybe we can get something out of this.
Not much, but it will do.
He grabs the bottle from your hand and uncorks it immediately.
The tale I'm about to tell you is an urban legend particular to Martinez.
Oh yeah?
That said, I first heard it from a former bicycle courier in Koran.
He lifts the bottle to his lips and takes a long, luxuriant sip.
There are many variations on the basic story, and the details often conflict. What everyone agrees on is that nobody knows the exact nature or identity of the phenomenon.
Yeah, okay.
Are you telling the story of the headless...
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. Summer of 44. 17-year-old Gertrude Het is walking home from a late shift at the harbor. It's almost midnight. She stops for a cigarette near the canal. Our heroine finds herself enjoying the peace and quiet the canal provides.
He looks up to the sky as if searching for peace himself.
What she doesn't know is that her peace is about to be shattered. From behind her comes the clattering of hooves. Startled, she turns around, and what does she see?
I don't know what, or a horse, or the giant of Coconut? Well, clattering of hooves, let's say a horse?
Well, yes, but it's the man on the horse that's of interest here. A man...
Headless man, perhaps?
The pause is long and dramatic.
With no head on his shoulders. Wearing a found tracksuit, searching for the legendary found cap that went missing when he lost his head.
Whoa, that sounds pretty implausible to me. That's super spooky. Let's go with that super spooky.
Yes. According to legend, young Gertrude Het had to endure years of psychotherapy before she was able to look at the horse or tracksuit again.
Tracksuit.
And she's one of the lucky ones.
He takes a sip from his bottle.
Gertrude Het may have been the first to witness the headless found rider, but she wasn't the last. Oh no.
The headless fallen rider, not the headless person. Okay, never mind.
Tell him about the two feminists by the locks.
Fuck, Rosemary, they were dating. No one said they were feminists.
Huh.
Everyone always misremembering this stuff.
This wouldn't be the De Ponte Delgado case, would it?
Oh, Kim's familiar with it?
What? You know it?
I read the case file, but please, go on.
Right. Early autumn of 46. Ula DuPont and Eva Delgado are fishing near the waterlock long after the sun has set. The wind picks up. A sky already dark now blackens. Water starts falling from above. The first cold rain of the season.
Alright, gotta head out now. I'll see you in a bit, probably. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll give you a raid once this conversation is finished. Once we finish hearing about this headless fallen rider.
The women are caught in the downpour. They act quickly. Eva gathers the rods whilst Ula turns around to reach for the tackle box. When she sees something, Her shriek is so violent that the residents of the nearby apartment building believe lightning has struck. But there is no lightning. Only a heavy downpour and the silhouette of the headless Faun Rider looming on the horizon. Ula makes a run for the shore, but Eva slips on a wet rock and disappears into the cold, cold canal with nary a sound. Her body is never recovered.
The band falls ominously silent for a moment. What did the case files say? Ask him. Or what happened to Ula Depont? Ask Doom Spiral. I don't know. I'm curious to know what the case files said, but it feels a little rude-ish to we gave him payment and then just ask him for the end of the story. So there's Ula and Ava. Ava's the one that fell. Yeah. Okay, I'm curious what Kim has to say. What did the case file say?
Naturally, Ula De Ponte became the prime suspect in the disappearance of Eva Delgado. De Ponte maintained that it was the so-called headless Faun Rider and that she ran, fearing for her life.
He adjusts his glasses.
During the investigation, it became apparent that there was a love triangle. The third party being some small-time businessman. I don't remember the exact details. The leading theory was that an argument broke out on the jetty, and De Ponte pushed Delgado into the canal, then cooked up this stupid cover story.
Was she arrested?
No. She committed suicide before she could be taken into custody. They found her in the bathroom with a rifle. Her face slowly peeling off the ceiling.
Oh, yikes. Okay, so she blew her head off, I guess.
Not a pretty scene.
Yeah, no kidding.
Man, that's some grisly detail. Oh well. Here's to another case closed.
He takes a hearty swig from his bottle.
Anyway, that's the story of the headless Faun Rider. Pretty crazy, huh?
Who was the headless rider before he died? Or I've already seen some weird shit on this case. A headless jockey in a tracksuit fits right in, or that's nothing. I've got an even crazier story. Let's go. Who was the headless rider before he died?
Well, Tequila, that's part of the legend. No one knows for sure. There are a couple of possibilities, though. Some say he was an undercover cop who blew his cover and got beheaded by the vicious gang he had infiltrated. Now he rides, searching for his lost found cap, plotting revenge.
His lost found cap. I have a found cap. I'm trying to remember, when did I find that? When did I get that found cap? Anyway.
O headless brother, where art thou?
Others claim he was a professional jockey who veered off course during a steeplechase, ended up in somebody's backyard, and got decapitated by an exceptionally taut clothesline. Personally, I think he was just some guy who hanged himself from a really tall tree, and the fall was so violent that his head came clean off. Coincidentally, at that exact moment, a horse happened to pass under him, and his beheaded corpse mounted it, where it remains to this day. But then, no one really knows.
For some reason, this does strike you as the most plausible theory of them all.
I mean, okay. I mean, if any of them are plausible. I've got a hunch that it was the undercover cop, but I'd want revenge too. Or I bet he was the jockey. He seems super committed to his sport. Or, gotta agree, your theory sounds the most plausible. Or, none of those really sound plausible, to be honest. Just some guy who hanged himself, his head fell off, and he happened to land on a horse. I mean, Inland Empire says that's the most plausible theory, but that's just, I don't know. It's all of it sounds silly to be honest. And Inland Empire believes in Plaisance stuff, so I don't really think we could rely on that. Anyway, I don't know. In the beginning, earlier on in the game, I felt like Inland Empire had some good hunches, but we're committed to a sport. Yeah, let's go with the cop one. Why not? Got a hunch it was the undercover cop. I don't want revenge too.
That would explain the tracksuit and his need for revenge. Not sure how the horse fits in, though. I don't know. I don't buy it.
He shrugs.
Anyway, to each his own. You want to hear any other stories?
That's nothing. I've got an even crazier story. I don't know. Do I want to? I'm kind of curious to know what Harry would come up with, but I'm afraid it's going to be something super cringe or something. I mean, he doesn't remember much of his life. What the hell is this? I think Inland Empire is actually a reference to a David Lynch film. Oh, okay. Let's give it a shot. There's nothing. I can get an even crazier story.
Yeah? Why don't you go eat shit, Tequila? There's no way you know a better one than that.
What about the Cul de Mama Daka? It's a magical self-replicating sound. Or the Gnome of Jeroma dissolved its victims with acid. Or the Giant of Coconur is as big as a mountain. Or, yeah, actually you're right. Nothing comes to mind. Yeah, let's go with the Giant of Coconur. Why not?
Giants? That the best you got? Give me a break, Tequila.
Fine, whatever. Whatever became the Headless Fallen Rider.
No one knows. Some say he stalks Martinez to this day, and can be seen near the canal when the clock strikes midnight.
He makes a spooky gesture with his free hand. He probably explains a few things. Haha, yeah. This is why cryptozoology was important, so you could try to impress a drunk guy on the coast. Yeah, that's the payoff. Except it didn't really impress him.
He won't, though, because it's just a stupid legend.
The lieutenant smirks.
Oi! I saw him one night when I was right shit-faced.
Okay. I think that's enough for now. On that note, wait, what's this? Something new objective? Okay. Something on the map? Did something unlock here? Roll that mouse wheel. Knick-knack stand. Oh. I can re-roll that? Okay, well, keep that in mind if I go back there. But for now, I think we're going to end the stream, and I expect that code is started up. We can, there he is. The necessary ship is sailing the sea that is club meetings, haha. Okay, yeah, so he's started up there. So, thank you everyone for watching. Arguably some progress was made. I mean, not a lot of progress, but we found from the Watchwoman that Ruby is somewhere north on the peninsula, so that's a lead. We'll have to investigate that next time. It's playing that for that. What? Come on. There you are. Cool. Okay. So yeah, I mean, wait for that thing. Yeah, not a whole lot of progress, but some progress is made. We're moving this story forward. We'll get there eventually. But that's all for now. Until next time.